welcome to another Dominion 6 Mod Nation showcase. Today we are taking a look at late age Glittergem, the Triumvirate of Gnomes. Between the middle and late ages, the gnomes got dabbed on once again, and they resorted to seeking out new allies, such as their degenerate renegades and cave-dwelling deep gnomes. Let's take a look at the starting side. That's Wolverine Grove. That gives us 2 Earth Gems and 2 Nature Gems. The units. Rock Gnome Militia. I think it's the same as it was in the Middle Age. So they are very weak. They have spears and scale mail armor, not leather armor like in the early age. The Rock Gnome Archer is the same as in the early age and in the middle age. Just a very low damage archer. And this is something new, the Wolverine. The Wolverine is very cheap. For size 3 it has only 8 hit points, 8 strength, 11 attack, 9 defense, natural protection of 2, but they only cost 5 gold and 6 recruitment points. They have a bite attack and berserker plus 3, so they hit at 13 when they are berserk. They have mountain survival, forest survival, animal and undisciplined. Rock Gnome warriors are the same as in the Middle Age. They have a mace, a scale mail armor, shield, and they are quite bad, especially for the late age. A breach gnome is something new. He has a sword and a plate armor, and half helmet, so their protection is actually quite high. And defense skill is outrageous, 17. They have castle defense bonus and bodyguard 1. The Burrow Savage has an axe and a mace, that's 2 weapons, a leather armor, berserker plus 3, mountain survival, forest survival, and disciplined and ambidextrous. They hit quite hard, they hit a lot since they have 2 attacks. They have decently high skills, especially when berserk, but getting them to go berserk will be quite difficult, because they only have 6 HP, so they need to take a hit and survive. Underground you can recruit Swerfnablin miners. They're deep gnomes. They are almost the same as the rock gnome miners from the previous ages, but they have full dark vision, not partial dark vision. The capital only sacred is a gluttonous shifter. Well, it's better than gluttonous shitter. They have a battle axe that deals a lot of damage, and magic furs as an armor. Quite poor armor. They are sacred, they have berserker, mountain survival, forest survival, and supply bonus -1. They are gluttonous. And they have a second shape. They can become Wolverines. So they are something like the Skin Shifter or Jagger Warriors. The Whisper Gnome is the first commander. Instead of being a simple scout, this is a spy. And Whisper Gnomes are... this is a gnome subrace from D&D 3.5. I don't think it appeared in the later editions or before. The Beastmaster is a new commander. He has mountain and forest survival and Beastmaster plus 3. So he is very good at leading the Wolverines, but he only can lead 10 of them. But he is very cheap. The Rock Gnome Captain is the same as it was before. Just a Glimmer good commander. Forest Gnome Captain. Same thing, but stealthy and not glamoured. Rock Gnome Cleric. The same Holy One Glamour Priest that we had in the early and middle age. Rock Gnome Trickster has Glamour 1 and 20% chance to get Astral or Glamour. Has Stealthy and Glamour. Did we have them in the earlier ages? I forgot. And they are very cheap for... well, maybe not that cheap. Forest Gnome Fantasist. The Nature 1 Glamour 1 mage with a guaranteed Nature Glamour random and a 20% Nature Glamour random. Has Stealthy, Glamour, Forest Survival and Supply bonus. So they are actually pretty decent for the late age. Rock Gnome Illusionist has Glamour 2, a guaranteed Astral or Glamour level, and a rare Glamour random, and has the Glamour ability. Begetter, same as he was in the Middle Age, that's a capital only slow to recruit mage with Nature 2, Holy 1, guaranteed chance to get 2 levels of Water or Earth, and 20% Water, Earth, Nature random. Stealthy, Glamour, Forest Survival, and a retinue of 1 Vineman. Underground you had 2 new commanders. The Swerfnablin Figment Master has Earth 1 Glamour 1 and a 20% chance to get Earth or Glamour. He is Sacred, Glamoured, and Dark Vision 100. Swerfnablin Stone Priest has Earth 1 Holy 2 with Castle Defense bonus, Dark Vision, and Resource bonus. That's all the recruitables. Let's take a look at the summons. We have almost all of the summons from the Middle Age. In case you didn't watch the previous video, let's quickly go over it. In Construction 1 you get Beget Bogon. That's a Nature 1 spell. For 1 gem you summon 1 Bogon. That's a tiny plant frog that can spy on people. This spell is much less useful because you can recruit spies now. In Construction 2 you get Construct Leaf Golems. That's a Nature 1 spell. For 1 gem you summon 4 Leaf Golems, who have 2 weak fist attacks. They can go underwater, they are resistant to physical damage and poison damage. They are mindless magic beings with dark vision and they are stealthy. And in the autumn they become dry leaf golems and gain susceptibility to fire. In Construction 6 you get Construct Pine Golems. That's a Nature 2 spell. For 5 gems you get 3 Pine Golems that are trees that can punch you or fire pine quills. That's 3 projectiles per shot. In Construction 4 you get Construct Wood Golems. That's Nature 2. For 3 gems you get 2 Wood Golems. They are pretty much the same as the Pine Golems, but they do not have the ranged Pine Quill attack. In Construction 2 you get the Construct Rock Golem. That's an Earth 2 spell. For 2 gems you summon 1 Rock Golem, and it can be only summoned underground. This is a replacement for the Earth Golem from the Middle Age Glittergem. Is resistant to physical damage, never heals, has Spirit Sight and 2 fist attacks, and has very high protection. Also, in Construction 7 you get the spell called Rock Army. That's an Earth 5 spell. For 21 gem you get 25 Rock Golems. And they also the spell can only be cast underground. In Construction 7 you get the Construct Granite Golem spell. That's an Earth 4 Holy 2 spell. For 21 gems you get one Granite Golem Commander that can only be summoned in a cave province. He's an Earth Mage, resistant to physical, fire, poison, a Spirit Sight, full slots, high magic resistance, high base protection, high strength, but quite poor stats. But you can kit him out with some gear. I know it says that the golem cannot command troops, but it can actually command some magic troops. In Alteration 3 you get the Phantasmal Elemental. That's a Glamour 1 Earth 1 spell that summons one Phantasmal Elemental in combat. That's an illusion. Video illusion of an elemental that has 2 Phantasmal Claw attacks. And of course, despite being this large, it only has 1 hit point. And in Alteration 6 you get Phantasmal Elemental Army. That's a Glamour 4 Earth 1 spell. For 1 gem you summon 30 elementals in combat. You can just flood the battlefield. Alright, the heroes. Do we have any heroes? I actually kind of forgot. We have Torius Matalo, the half gnome, who is a Glamour 3 stealthy Glamour assassin with ambidextrous. He has a crossbow and 2 poison daggers. Then we have a Master of Mnemonics. That's an old Earth 3 Astral 3 Glamour Mage with Adept Researcher 10 and a retinue of 1 Clay Golem. That's this special 4 attempt at creating a true golem. Then who do we have? A gnome vampire, and Blake Tree. Has a life drain, has claws, nature, Astral 2, Glamour 3, regeneration, susceptible to fire, cold resistance, poison resistant, undead, need not eat, can shapeshift into a microbat, floating, cannot pass rivers, stealthy, glamour, and generates 1 glamour gems. This is his microbat form that lets him fly. And it can only headbutt. That's probably fine, because it's a really small bat. Maybe I should replace it with a tiny bite, because that seems bugged. And this is the very Wolverine form of the Gluttonous Shifter. It's a size 3 creature now, with much better stats. The Pretenders are the same, but in case you didn't watch the previous videos, let's quickly go over them. Pernicious Avenger, Earth 1, Stealthy, Damage Reversal, Pillager, Dark Vision, Dark Power, Spy. Flame of Passion, Fire 1, O 1, Fire Resistance, Supply Bonus, Strength of Spring 25, that's not 1, and generates 2 gems, and has a Dragon Breath effect. That's sort of a that's a magical thing. Celestial Artisan is a Glamour 1 pretender with Master Smith, Forge bonus, and generates 2 gems. Watchful Jogger is a Glamour 1 pretender with Stealthy, Glamour, Fortune Teller, and also generates some gems. And the Glutton is a Death 1 Nature 1 pretender with Animal O, Berserker for Survival, Supply bonus, Inept Smith, and Inept Researcher. And that's it. I also think this nation is quite fun, even though it may be sort of underpowered in the late age. Everyone has good armor, and the gnomes do not really hit hard, but maybe you can do fine with magic and the bless strat. I don't know, this nation hasn't seen any play in multiplayer, so I haven't received any feedback in that regard. Anyway, thank you for watching, I will see you next time.